Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. So today it's another unboxing day, but it's another one where I'm going to split it over two videos. Mainly there's quite a lot in there and I want to be able to do each of the things justice. So here's the parcel. Nice chunky parcel. As you can see, we've got a fair bit of depth in this one. This arrived from the UK. So I ordered this from Cult Pens in the UK. And the delivery here to Australia was really good. You know, it was literally about a week. Now, to put that into context, if I order something from Melbourne, which is in the same country, it can often take over 2 weeks to get here. So really impressed by this. You know, the speed of delivery is really good. Anyway, join me down on the mat. We'll do the unenveloping, the unboxing, and then we'll take a look at some of the contents. And as I say, one of the items I'm going to leave for another video, just so I can do that item justice. So here we are down on the mat. Now, to make things easier, I've already cut open this envelope because there's nothing more boring than sitting there watching someone with a pair of scissors cutting open an envelope. Because guess what? I think we all know how to do that, so I thought I'll make things a bit easier. So let's explore the contents of this package. I'm going to reach in. First thing I pull out is this to take out of the bag. So this is an A5 black and red notebook. Now this uses the Oxford paper. You may have noticed when I do a lot of my reviews I use the Oxford paper, but the problem is over here in Australia we're very limited. The only book I can seem to get is a B5 size, which is really way too big. So I thought, well, I'm ordering something from the UK. So I took advantage of that. And again, if you're ordering one, well, it might as well have a friend. So I ordered two of these. Main reason, as I say, stocking up. That gives me a couple. And that'll keep me going for a while. Or at least until my next order from Cult Pens. Reaching back in, what else have I got in here? Well, I've got this. This is a Pilot parallel pen. Now, in previous videos where I've been swatching, I've asked about people to give me help and guidance for how best to swatch, and saw a number of videos where people were using a pen very similar to this, not exactly a parallel, but I thought, well, again, I'm ordering, might as well get one of these, give it a try. Worst case, and it doesn't work, well, I've got something I can try some calligraphy with. So there's a Pilot parallel. Let's reach back in, see what else we've got in here. So this is another Col-o-ring pad. I've already got one of these, but I've used more than half of them already. So again, I was making the order. I wanted to make sure that I get the most from my shipping, which ended up being free with the amount of money that I spent. So I ordered these, so they'll be then going for future swatches. And then the last item that's in this bag, apart from the one I'll be unboxing in the next video, is this. That's right, it's bubble wrap. So let's get into this. So what have I got here? I've got, let's just tip them out. Let's be messy. I've got 5 bottles of ink. So what ink have I ordered? I've ordered Syrah, Diamine Syrah. I've ordered Diamine Soft Mint. Mondobbo's hat by Diamine. Chocolate Brown by Diamine. And then this bottle here, this is a Cult Pens, I think it's Deep Dark Green. Made by Diamine, strangely enough. I ordered these, let's fetch them all in, let's have a look at them whilst I'm talking. So I ordered these because I've been getting into Diamine inks and I have been buying them from a shop here in Australia. But again, I was making this order from the UK and these are so much cheaper to buy in the UK than they are to buy from Australia. So again, and by combining a lot of things together, I was paying cheaper prices. I got free shipping. As I said earlier, the shipping was so fast, it was unbelievable. And yeah, I'm glad that I did. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to go away and I'm going to swatch these 5 inks. Then I'll come back and we'll look at the swatches and we'll have a little bit of a discussion about how I got on with that Parallels pen, and we'll also explore each of the swatches from these inks. So I've gone ahead and I've swatched these. Here's the swatches. Before we look at these in a bit more detail, let me just fetch in the pen. So here we go. So this was the Pilot Parallels pen. It's a 6mm nib. And I will be honest, it made it so much easier to do the swatching. I've tried using Q-tips, never been really happy with those. I tried using my letter opener, certainly wasn't happy with that. But this, I felt this was one of the best types of swatching that I've done. So really impressed with this, and I'll be using this going forward. So let's take a look at each of the inks. So we had 5 inks. We had the Soft Mint, Mondobbo's Hat, Syrah, and Chocolate Brown, all from Diamine, and then Deep Dark Green from Cult Pens, but strangely enough, made by Diamine. You're sensing a bit of a pattern in my orders at the moment. Let's look at these one by one. We'll start with the Diamine Soft Mint, so really like the look of this. I like greens, and this, it reminds me a little bit of a couple of the other greens that I've got from Diamine, Diamine Marine and Aqua Lagoon, but this is definitely a much paler colour. I would say it's like a spearminty type colour, not the plant, but the old sweets, the old lollies that I used to buy, which were spearmint, and that really reminds me of that. Jumping on to the Deep Dark Green, I've got to be honest, this is darker than what I expected. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's not. And you can see in the swatch here, we've got different shades. We've got darker areas, we've got lighter areas. Yeah, I like the look of that one. I've got a Twisby pen that it's got a fine nib, which I think this may look nice in, because one of the issues I've had with all my greens with that particular pen is the greens I've got are too light. So yeah, looking forward to trying that one out in there. We'll look at Mondobbo's Hat next. Do you know why I bought this? I love the name. I think the name is absolutely awesome. It reminds me a bit of like the wizardsy type stuff, you know, the myth and magic stuff. I also like purple. I was after another deep purple because, again, most of the purples I've got, they seem to be fairly light. So really impressed by this. Yeah, really like it. Again, getting some little bit of colour variation. Not as much as in that deep dark green, but I'll be interested to see what this is like when I write with it, because obviously when you're swatching and when you're using a dip pen, well, things, they don't come out exactly the same as when they come out of your fountain pen nib. So I've got a couple of pens lined up which this one could go in, and I think it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. Diamine Syrah. So this was suggested to me by one of my YouTube viewers. I bought the Diamine Merlot, I want to say about 2 months ago now. Really been liking it, and when I did a pen with that ink in it, somebody suggested the Syrah, so that's why I've got it. Coincidentally, I may have drunk a glass or two of actual Syrah the other night. This is a bit more muted than the Merlot colour, so I'm not sure what pens I'll put it in. I might try this in a pen which has got either a medium or a broad nib to see how it comes out in that. So yeah, interesting colour. Again, we're seeing some of that colour variation. Now that could be where I've gone over it multiple times, you know, everything's possible, but looking forward to trying this one in a pen. And the final ink, Diamine Chocolate Brown. Look at that gorgeous dark brown on that. Personally, I don't think it's chocolate, but I can understand where they're coming from. You know, we've got this lighter colours here, we've got the darker areas. I want to get this one into a pen. I've got a couple of wooden pens and I think it might look nice in one of those. So that's something I'm going to be trying, most probably sooner than a number of the others, but certainly it won't be sitting there for too long. So I'm really pleased with what I got from Cult Pens this time. You know, I've got them 2 black and red notebooks. I've got the Col-o-ring pack. I've got my Parallels pen. I've got these 5 gorgeous inks, and then in the next video we'll be looking at the last item from that package, which is a pen. So join me then. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. What do you think about these inks? What do you think about these black and red notepads? Please drop a comment below. Let's kickstart the conversation. Please hit that thumbs up button, give the video a like. Every time someone likes, every time someone comments, every time someone shares, well, it really helps the YouTube algorithm to surface this content for other people. I'll talk to you again soon.